Okay, hope everybody's having a great afternoon. Got another device review for you today. A little bit of cool backstory. I was at ECC this past event and wandered past a booth, looked over, and it was GModz. GModz. Recognized them. I had seen pictures, crowd around their booth. So I waited my turn, got up to the front, and was kind of blown away. GModz makes some of the sexiest looking devices I think I've seen. Um, just absolutely beautiful. Some of their devices really just scream jewelry to me. I mean, just amazing patterns and amazing colors and just really, really, really great looking stuff. If you haven't checked them out, go now. I'll wait. GModz.com with a Z. Are you back? Sexy, right? I was really impressed. Like I said, I had seen pictures of them, but to see them in person and pick them up, I'm over there at the booth taking hand check pictures and posting them. Um, and I actually got the chance to speak to Keith, one of the guys over at GModz, and had a great conversation. Just told him I really loved the look of his devices and the craftsmanship. And I'm not going to lie, I straight up told him I would love the chance to check one of these devices out and possibly review it at some point, if that ever makes sense. He said, hey, cool, give me your card. We'll be in contact. So I did. I left. Never heard from him. Well, a couple weeks ago, I got a random phone call. Hey, this is Keith with GModz. Met you at ECC. Give me a call when you get this. It's pretty dope. That was a pretty rad phone call months and months later. So I would say long story short, but that wasn't so short. So they have released their Panther Mod. This is their 18650 version of the GModz. Now, it's a hybrid device. We'll get into that more in a second. But man, just so sexy. I received the black Panther Mod hybrid, and I'm not gonna lie, the minute I got it, I really fell in love with it. It really matches my style. I really like the panther imagery. I really like the black and silver. The size of it, when I looked at it, I thought it was an 18490 device, but it's not. It's 18650, and it's beautiful. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I know that was a long intro, but Panther Mods from GModz. Let's do it. I'm a little upset. When I received the mod, it was in this beautiful pouch, almost a tactical type pouch. Had a belt loop on it, Velcro, and the GModz logo. Well, I have since misplaced it. I'll dig around in the car later and try to find it. But they're actually, Keith let me know, they're actually working on some really nice packaging. So back to the device. Hybrid style dripper, right? Hybrid dripper, battery tube, rebuildable dripping atomizer portion up top, wide bore drip cap, I guess is the term for this, adjustable airflow, nice Panther logo there, really nice black finish with the stainless steel or silver engraved pinstripes, maybe. Really beautiful button. Bottom fire. Now there's no locking mechanism, but it's a really firm throw on the button. That's never been an issue to me. to be honest with you. The button assembly is really nice. I kind of want to start there. It really is what gives this device, or takes so much of the length off of an 18650 device, is the way they've set their button up. If you can see, it goes down. So when you put your battery in your device, it takes up some of the room. Most bottom fired devices start here, and like I said, it just adds a little length to the device. Well, this takes away from some. They've got a nice O-ring in there, and when you depress the button, the gold-plated contact completes the circuit, fires the device. The entire deck of the rebuildable atomizer portion is 24 karat gold-plated. I have used this a lot, and very purposefully put a lot of builds into this, and a lot of times taking off and putting the cap back on. I have had absolutely no issues with this gold deck. No rubbing off, no flaking, no discoloration or anything. Really good juice well. And the top cap is really nice. So it's not quite a chuff style drip cap, which is cool with me. I'm not a fan of those, but it's definitely larger than a standard 510 drip tip. That's a pretty good size for me. Of course, I guess they're called Cyclops style air holes on either side. And with that drip cap, you know, airflow control as well. You can run airflow to just one side or both sides, and again, anywhere in between to really dial it in. I will be honest, if you watch a lot of my reviews lately, you know that I'm not one of the, I'm not a cloud chaser. I don't necessarily prefer super wide open airflow. I usually end up, I don't know, closing off both air holes about a third of the way. That's my preferred airflow amount, I guess you would say. And with that, I'm still able to get plenty of airflow, right? Plenty of vapor production, but also keep a little more of the flavor that I prefer. Now, I said I was going to go back to the hybrid part of this device, and here we are. So you may have seen some videos, some posts, some safety precaution stuff on social media recently, warning about hybrid style devices. Okay, I'm not going to go over that in full. I did so on Facebook and Instagram, and Matt Cully with Suck My Mod recently posted, I think, a full video on that. I highly recommend watching that. So this device actually does come apart. You can actually use just the Panther atomizer and just the Panther tube mod with other addies, mods, different combinations. That's a very nice feature. While I'm talking about using the atomizer and the mod separately, I want to mention this because it confused me at first. When I first got this device, I was unaware that I could use them separate, okay? The way I found out was that the threading goes different ways. I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. If I over tighten the atomizer onto the hybrid cap and tube of the Panther mod, if I over tighten that, it will actually unscrew the hybrid cap. So they are threaded oppositely. So there's a sweet spot right in the middle where the atomizer is tight and so is the hybrid top cap. But you got to be careful when using this device, and we'll touch on it for a little bit. When you use a hybrid style device or a mod in that realm, right? When you go to use this hybrid top cap, you really have to make sure that the atomizer you choose to use has a protruding bottom contact. See that gold contact there? Inside of the threads protrudes farther than the threads. This atomizer is a beautiful example of one that can be used on a hybrid style device. Make sure you understand what all that means. Back to the Panther. You were able to use it in different ways. I have been really happy with that I'm able to use this Panther logoed atomizer on different mods. You know, I put it on some of my regulated mods sometimes, other tube mods. It's really awesome. And it just dropped the top cap. And at the same time, the tube portion, you know, you remember that button makes it a little shorter. This is a really nice tube mod with a hybrid style connection at the top. 2-for-1 kind of thing. It looks beautiful together, obviously, but you've got freedom, and that means a lot to me. You know, that kind of adds a little value to a device if you're allowed to do it, you know, do your own thing with it. All of the specs direct from GModz are included in the post at vapestarsnetwork.com. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you really want to find out some details about the materials and things like that, pop over to the website and check it out, or go to GModz website and you can check it out as well. I use it quite often and I don't see any reason to slow down, especially being able to separate the two and regulated, unregulated, hybrid, non-hybrid. This specific model I think retails from $150 to $165, and the direct link to GModz, it's listed at $165. So ask your local vape shop first, like I always suggest. And but if you're ready to pick one up, obviously the links will be here for you. And if you do, let me know. Let me know what you think. Thanks for checking it out, everybody. Thanks GModz for sending one over and letting me tinker with it and take it on the road and put it through the ringer. It stood up very well. So you guys did a great job. And I think, you know, 150, 160 bucks, I think that's a pretty good price point. Obviously, some people will disagree. But had I saved up my personal money and purchased this device, I would have no reservations whatsoever. And I could definitely see purchasing a different color, a different finish at some point in the future, for whatever that's worth. That's the Panther by GModz. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.